Now, new frontiers. Broadcast room. Don't hear anything bad yet. Ah, leech monster. I wonder if we can skip that one. We have a lot of Molotovs now. But that's really tight quarters. Ah! It's funny, of the weapons that I brought, I don't think either of them are what we need. Actually, I don't even know if the leeches can poison us. They might be able to. It would kind of make sense that they could. Either way, we might need the small heal. Especially now that they've both been alerted. Let's actually just trade some stuff over to Rebecca temporarily. Oh. Yeah. We'll only have room to pick up one thing with Billy. So, clear out the first leech zombie first. Unfortunately, they're already lit for me, which is strange, inconvenient. Let's hope I don't die. Yeah, unlike the other ones that we could kind of run past, I don't see that happening this time. Especially with full inventory. Like, I guess it is possible, but we also don't have any health, which is dangerous. Oh, it takes him a while to throw. Ah, I needed to heal. That is such a tight corner. But they do have an activation period.
Resident Evil 0.
I might try something dumb. Are the faint sounds of footsteps those of survivors? Okay, let's go back the right way. But yeah, the dumb thing I might try is running past them during their activation period. At least that one. The other one, I don't know if there's an actual path I could take. But in order to do this, we're going to need clear inventory. And this is why I'm thinking this might be dumb. 0 weapons. We have a small healing item. Which, if we get into danger, I don't even think will move us past orange caution. Oh, went in the wrong door again. Why do I keep doing that? I'm just really holding out hope for some red herbs at some point. Also, I think that Rebecca throws bottles faster. Because we've only tried throwing them with Rebecca. And with Billy, it seemed to take a while. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's 2 rooms here. Crap. If anything, this might just be a scouting mission. Oh, there's a lot of rooms. Crap. Well, here's a real healing item. If I can pick it up. There's an assortment of laboratory equipment. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest. Almost all the equipment here looks badly worn. Some of the machines are even showing traces of rust. I'm trying to grab handgun ammo. Also, they have scary sounds. Let's see, that was 30 handgun bullets. That's worth it. And a red herb. And more bottles. This is like Healing Central. The phone is littered with bone fragments. You wonder if they're human bones. Okay, let's pick up bottles. Okay. I knew the red herb was down there. I was just having trouble picking it up. Problem is, our inventory looks awfully full again. And this is like one of 5 rooms we were trying to check out. Ah, you weren't here before. Luckily, we dodged that. Okay, regular zombies, and we have no weapons. Maybe we could do some juke moves. Let's see, shotgun shells. Various tools and measuring equipment. A vice. Act. I'm sure some of this stuff we'll need at some point. The vice is gripping a tablet. The handle is missing, rendering the vice unusable. So we need a handle. And we definitely need to go back to this room. We are in danger. Took hits. Now, is that the same leech guy, or is that a different leech guy? That's a different leech guy. Well, what's in this room? Might chalk this up to slightly wasted run. Just kind of learning what we have available. Well, we're still in fine, though. But it's not a good fine. Piano's covered with dust, but looks playable. Play the piano? There's... I think I remember sheet music somewhere. Oh, that was pretty darn good. More Magnum ammo. That'll probably be useful. Anything else in this room? Cabinet stocked with small bottles. Doesn't seem to be anything special about it. Try and pick you up. Thank you. That is 8 rounds. That's good. More bottles. And there's our battery we need. We don't have the room for it. So yeah, this is going to basically be a scouting mission, I think. The room with the lots of good healing. Might be the last room we visit, because that seemed to spawn a leech monster. Yep. Oh, I just can't get around this guy. Okay, we're still fine. Let's see what we can scout out in this room. Wouldn't surprise me if there's a handle for the vice. From the looks of it, someone was using these machines until very recently. There we go. That's the handle for the vice. That's something we'll need. Actually, we might be able to do all this. We just have to drop everything off. Not kill those zombies. Dodge a bunch of not fun dudes. Depending on how well we dodge them. Yeah, I think I can make this work. Okay, where did we drop Magnum bullets? Those I think were in here. In fact, probably just drop most everything in here. Nope, trying to pick up bullets. Gosh darn this control. Okay, drop this. Actually, we could probably grab the gas. Make the Molotovs. Leave the gas. Pick up the Molotovs. Leave the Molotovs. Have a lot of those now. And then trade with Rebecca. I didn't mean to swap him, it's trade. That's fine, we'll do it this way too. Exchange. 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 Combine. Herbal mix. We'll examine it, see what all it says. Compound created by combining a green herb, red herb, and a blue herb. Okay. No real details, but... Oh. Exchange that back. Swap over to Billy. Exchange these. Exchange these. And our inventory should be clear. Let's see how good at dodging we are. And we have a full heal if we need it. But, once again, it's our last full heal. Like I said, it's kind of all of a test run. Taking a little bit longer than I would have liked. I keep going into that room for some reason. I really like this one. If we take too many hits, I might just let myself die and plan a better route. Alright. Since we try not to take Rebecca anywhere dangerous, we could leave her in Orange Caution for a while. I took the wrong door. But there might come a time when we become separated again, where she has to fight, and I'd rather not do that. So if Billy can leave in a fine condition, we'll be okay. Because then Rebecca can heal. Or hold the healing item. I walked into that. Second one, I didn't really have control over. We're already in Orange Caution. So I think we just need to plan this trip better. Oh, I skipped the battery. Crap. It is this door we want. We also have to evade zombies. Lunge. Oh, you're blocking the path. Crap. Oh, come on. I know this is right. I've used these things before. I just wasn't facing the right one. So there's the third tablet. It's obedience tablets. And the battery for the other tablet is in the piano room, which I accidentally walked past. And we're going to take a hit here and die. But like I said, this is kind of a trial run. I also wonder if it has to be Billy who plays the piano. Or if Rebecca could do it. Granted, I'm not sending Rebecca up here. Oh no. What's this? Looks like I am sending Rebecca up here. I guess they both have to play the piano. Which means maybe we do take one of these guys out. Probably with Rebecca. The one that keeps hitting me the most. The one in the central hall. Because we've had to walk past him a lot. And if my theory about Rebecca being better at throwing bottles is true, she'd be the one to do it. But she can't take hits nearly as well. Oh, she slides past a little easier, though. There is that. And this will even allow me to test if this works. Play the piano? Yes. Okay, so apparently Rebecca's not very good at piano. So let's put this battery thing back. Oh, can we? That should open the door back up. Oh, well, it not even open without the battery. That's a question. Oh, crap. Full inventory. Nope, didn't mean to switch. Meant to do this. I'll just exchange these for the moment. Try this again. See if it has to do with their skill or if it's related to the battery being gone. Because this will also be important to know. Play the piano? Yes. Okay. So Rebecca has to be the one to go in and grab the battery. So that Billy can rescue her.
Roger.
Yeah, further incentivizes me to use her to take out the one in the middle. Alright, I think I've learned what I need to learn. So, actually just going to restart here. Alright, we'll reload the game.
Resident Evil 0.
Load this one. Now, I still don't like the idea, although that one in the middle tends to hit me a whole bunch. I don't like the idea of trying to kill it, because we know they can take a beating in those such tight quarters. We'll try running past them again. Let's swap over to Billy, have them rejoin. Actually clear, for the most part, both their inventories. We're going to try to do as much running past them as we can.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
While also... man, we're both pretty wounded, though. Yeah, minimizing their activation times. And if this doesn't work the first time, maybe we'll think of something else, or we'll see how close we get. But let's leave pretty much everything. Might be able to hold on to these ammos because we plan to pick them up. But how much room will that really leave us? Wow, could have left these in the other room. Let's see. There's bottles to pick up, a crank, a key, first aid spray. Oh, we might have to take both of them through danger. Yeah. That's fine. Worst thing that happens is we die and reload again. Yeah, I think we need a total of like 9 inventory slots. We can only have 6 on a person. 2 of them are the ammo that we're carrying. That still leaves 7 more. So we're gonna have to bring both of them at least some of the way. Oh, I'm doing it again. I even paused to think about it for a second. Granted, I wasn't thinking about which door. But I was pausing to think about how I wanted to maneuver them, where I would leave them, when I would go where. Maybe that's why I kept going through the wrong door. But I doubt it. It's because I'm dumb, or I really like that room. Okay. Actually, might as well equip the handgun. We'll use that, at least on one of the zombies, in the vice room. The other one we should be able to lure around. If we go straight in here, it shouldn't spawn this other guy yet. In fact, we'll split up briefly.
Split up. Roger.
Have Billy just run in and out, grab the vice. I don't think the other one spawns, so we round the corner. I think the vice was the only thing in this room. Of course, I'm running right into him. Okay, this is just poorly executed. Part of it being the camera angles. Now we need Rebecca to go into the piano room with us.
Let's regroup.
Okay.
And try to do better this time. Okay, this room is safe. We'll have Billy play the piano. Oh wait, we need to split up and swap and all of that fun stuff.
You stay here.
Yeah.
Actually, I wonder what would happen if we were both in here. Oh, we would just put the battery back. That's all it would be. I would say, what would happen if we were both in here and tried to pick up the battery? There'd be no one to let us out. And you go ahead and play this again. go. So far, so good. Even with a little stumble at the beginning.
Come on.
Roger.
But I still need Rebecca's inventory. This next part might be tricky. Oh, wait, no. Let's see what she's holding. Yeah, we still need some of that inventory space. So, what I'm thinking is we'll take them both into the next hallway that has the vice room, and then we'll call it the goods room. But we'll leave Rebecca in that hallway. I don't know when the leech monster spawns. I think it's when we come out of the goods room. It'll hurt us if it's when we come out of either room. But I don't want Rebecca there when I'm trying to kite a zombie around, plus taking one down. But I'll need her inventory space after that. So this is where things might get a little tricky. Hopefully we can squeeze past this dude real fast, with neither one of us taking damage. That's exactly what I was hoping for. And now we're both here. I don't know if this door will spawn the leech guy.
Let's split up.
Roger.
Let's hope not. I don't know if that actually defeated him or not. That definitely did. Okay, let's use the vice. Grab the tablet. Grab these real quick. Okay, we didn't even necessarily need to kite that dude around. Now, this all hinges on Rebecca being safe. Just want to double check that there's nothing else in this room. Nope, we look good. Okay, please still be safe, Rebecca. Oh, if I can go through the door. Now we'll swap all of these. And this. And that should be enough room to pick up everything in the next room. In fact, we could even take those bottles. But this also...
This way.
Roger.
We'll have to bring Rebecca with us. Just to make sure she doesn't get whacked by the leech monster. This room should be nice and clear. Actually, I probably didn't have to exchange anything with Rebecca, to be honest, since we're bringing her with us. Already kind of forgetting what all was in this room. Take the handgun ammo. Actually, we'll have Rebecca pick these things up, since she can actually use the green herb, or the red herb. Or utilize it, she can't use it. And then empty bottles. Swap back to Billy. Now, this dude will spawn, but we should be able to run right past him. It's the dude in the hallway that I'm most concerned. The other hallway. We'll have to do some tricky finessing of that, I think. Oh, he's active and hit us both. Didn't realize he'd be active right away. This also means we're probably both in danger. So, I wanted to do this door to kind of reset him and maybe give us a way to get past. Also, what are our health states? Actually, we're both still orange caution. That's good. That means we could probably take at least one more hit from this guy, if worse comes to worse. Was not counting on that. was thinking more of a swing. But we made it through with minimal damage taken. Billy is in danger now, so we'll use this. And I think we managed to grab everything. Well, we grabbed everything we absolutely needed. The 2 keys. Well, the battery and the tablet. We got a full health Billy now. Let's actually swap to Rebecca. I don't know how much room she has. No room. Okay. We will exchange some of the stuff back to Billy, who's going to be our main tank guy, especially now that he's full health. Now she can pick up the gas. Combine it with these bottles. Leave the gas. Hopefully pick up the Molotovs. Yep, we should have 18 in total now. If we picked up everything. Yep. And swap over to... No, still need Rebecca. Oops. I don't think we need to make the full... whatchamacallit? Red, blue, and green. We'll just combine a red and a green for a full heal. And then maybe a blue later. Okay. From here, what do we do? What do we do? We'll go together into the next room, because that's where our other Magnum ammo is. Hopefully things haven't changed here, and there's a leech monster here now. That's a negative. See if we can't pick up this Magnum ammo. Perfect. Swap over to Billy. Have him pick up the shotgun for the big bads. That should leave him with 1 inventory space. Yeah. It sucks that the shotgun's so big. Maybe we don't need to carry the handgun ammo? The handgun's really only for zombies. We shouldn't need more than 7 shots. It's the bigger, scarier things that I'm more worried about. That'll at least leave Billy with 2 slots to carry stuff. I think that'll be for the best. Ordinarily, I would try to put a healing item on him. But he's at full health, so it should be fine. Oh, we should have picked up the ink ribbons. I think we're in a good spot to save. Yeah, we technically only lost 1 health state out of all of that. I think the ink ribbons are under Rebecca's foot. The main reason I want to save now is because I'm not sure how things are going to change. Actually, let's wait to save. We'll see if something changed out here, which is where we need to use the battery. We can just real quickly come back in. I think be fine. I don't want to necessarily have to redo these puzzle mechanics if we don't have to. So Rebecca will use the battery. There's no response. Looks like it's not getting any power. That's because I'm a dummy. Forgot to actually use it. Wait a second. Did we not pick up the tablets? Ah, you're kidding me. We didn't pick up the tablets.
I'll go check over there.
Okay.
Which means Billy has to run through all of that again. Oh, why am I so dumb? There was no reason not to pick that up. Billy wasn't in any danger. Now he's got to run through 2 rooms of leech monsters twice. Well, I'm glad I didn't save. Got me from behind, how? Can't believe I'm gonna lose a full health state, Billy. I'm not sure where this guy is. There he is. Yep, there it is. I can't believe I did that. Oh my goodness. Billy, lose some muscle. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Billy's not squeezing past anything. He's a little too buff. Now comes the question. Do I think I could do all that over again better? Or even the same? Or just leave this as it is? I honestly don't know what the right answer to that is. I think we might hold off on saving at the very least. Use the lift, yes. That should bring this down. And then we just gotta figure out how to get the box out of there. I think there's room to climb over it like this. And then down. Then we should be able to shove. And then up and over it again. Down on this side. Give it a little shove. Oh, not a climb. Here we go. Not sure exactly where we need to put it. I think we do need to slide it more this way. Oh, no. Moved a little bit too far this way. I also haven't tested if we can get over the fences with this yet, but I don't think we can because I don't know how we'd get back. And our inventory is full, so we need to swap over to Rebecca. She should be able to reach it. There's something there. Discipline tablets.
Come on!
Yeah.
Now, let's hope they haven't added any new enemies like monkeys in the centipede boss room. But this will be the time to figure it out, especially since I'm still undecided on whether I want to reload. Can't believe I forgot to pick up the tablet. Thought my inventory felt a little light. Well, looks like this room's clear. This room over here should be clear. And we'll each drop off one of our tablets. This should be the first one. Discipline. Or maybe it's obedience, discipline, unity. Swap over to Billy. This will be the last one. Interesting. Does that mean we don't have access to any of the stuff we left behind? Because if that's the case, I'm definitely reloading. Because yeah, this door should be blocked now. No, apparently not. Oh, monkeys. So maybe that's the way forward. What's the deal with this other door? Why didn't she come with me? Was it because she was in the middle of being attacked?
Let's go!
Yeah.
Because I never told them to split up. So is this door still locked then? No, it's not. So we do have two different paths from there. But I think that also means we don't have access to our things. Got some bats. Alright, Billy.
Let's split up.
Roger.
I'm not going to bother fighting the monkeys at the moment. Main reason being, I just want to see, because that door should have led back the way we were. Does it lead to a path that we can take to get back to our stuff? I'm more than likely going to reload, so this is more scouting. Oh, I do know where this leads. This is the patio, or the balcony. Still, there's no reason to come here. Even to move our stuff back and forth, that'd just be extra monkeys to kill for no reason. Yeah, and this is all going to be clear. So, theoretically, yes, it is possible to get all our stuff back over there. But doing it this way is going to be much more of a pain than the other way. So, I guess it's time for another reload. Try to do it all again better.